So Xabi Alonso was sacked a few days ago, and a lot of the blame has fallen onto Kylian Mbappe. I genuinely agree. I think he has shown himself to be one of the fakest people in the sport over the past few years. Not even the past few years. It's been 5 years himself just slowly showing bits and bits of himself. At first, he seemed like a decent guy. He's very low key about the way that he does things. But I think the last straw for Xabi Alonso, I think the thing that genuinely broke the camel's back, the thing that made Alonso truly take the decision to end his career at Madrid. It was when, after the game against Barcelona in the Super Cup, when the players are lining up to give them their the respect line, whatever the fuck, and Mbappe calls them all back, and they listen to him over the manager, bro. Like Alonso's there, like saying, "Come on, come on," and Mbappe's like, "No, go, let's go to the tunnel, bro," and they listen to Mbappe. And so does Xabi, and he's like, okay, that's it. He completely lost everything. Cause what can you do at that point? You're not the manager there, bro. And I think that's when he made that decision. But this is not the first time that Mbappe shows himself to be like this. He has, over his career, done stuff like this to get rid of players, to get rid of managers, to make people look bad. And it's been very low key. It's not been on many people's radar. But if you paid attention to his career, he does this in many places. At PSG, I only started to follow PSG because Messi went there in 21. There was this play where Vitinha, he has Messi on the right side, Mbappe on the left side. Mbappe is calling for the ball on the left side. Vitinha chooses to go with Messi. Mbappe cancels his run and just literally gives up and almost walks off the field, bro. He almost walked off the field because of how upset he was that he didn't receive that pass there. And Xabi Alonso said that the disrespect had been going on for months and shit. That he had been feeling like he was losing control of the locker room for months. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Mbappe leading that, bro. He is someone who outlives basically everybody at every club. At PSG, he outlived many managers, Galtier, Pochettino, Tuchel. He outlived many managers there. Many players as well. He outlived Neymar, Messi. He outlived a bunch of players, Cavani. And after him, after these players left, he still didn't win the Champions League, bro. He still could not achieve what he was looking for, and then he leaves PSG, and then the season after, they win everything, bro. He just isn't as much of a team player as I originally thought. I thought I liked the guy, but he was LARPing, bro. He is a fake person in terms of football. I don't know him IRL, but there was this thing that I saw, this like Spanish like podcaster, I think he was saying it, and he said, the people that I fear in life are not like Vinicius. I like Vinicius because he'll do it up front, which is true. Vinicius is very loud. He's dumb. He not dumb, but he's very open about when he's upset. He won't say it behind your back. He's very upfront. The people that I fear in life are the Mbappes, bro. The people that are silent, the people that fake play nice, the people that pretend like they fuck with you, but really their motives are something else, bro. He is someone that I fear in life. He is a scary person, this Mbappe guy, bro. As long as you have Mbappe at that club, Madrid at everything became a worse club when Mbappe joined. The season before he joined, they won the Champions League, won La Liga, sadly went 4-0 against Barcelona. They beat them fucking 4 times. Mbappe comes, PSG win everything, Real Madrid lose everything, lose every game to Barcelona. It's hard to deny the fact that this guy is a permanent club destroyer, bro. 27 years old, no Champions Leagues. That if you said that Mbappe would have 0 Champions Leagues even just 4 years ago after the 2022 World Cup, you would be called a fucking madman. You know how ridiculous it would sound to somebody if you said in 2027, 2026, Mbappe will not have a Champions League and not have a Ballon d'Or? Like that's such a ridiculous thing to say. But that is the reality we live in, and it's because Mbappe is just not that much of a team player. He makes teams worse. Madrid, before he came on in the final against Barca, were being pretty dangerous. Things were looking pretty shaky for Barcelona. Then this guy comes on and everything just slows down for them, dude. Literally everything came to a halt. They didn't get that many chances, and yeah, it was pretty simple for Barcelona to win that game from then on. They had 2 decent chances at the end, but that was it. And my thing is, like, where does he get this idea that he can just like boss everybody around? He won a World Cup. Yeah, he's a very good numbers player. He has very good numbers. He's an incredible player, but he hasn't won anything at the club level, bro. What, Ligue 1s? PSG were winning Ligue 1s far before Mbappe. He hasn't done anything. No La Ligas, no Champions Leagues, no anything. He hasn't won anything unexpected at the club level, and he's in his ninth season. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. Him winning Ligue 1 with Monaco in his debut season, I believe, that was impressive. That was very good. But everything else for 9 years straight, it's just been straight nothing. And I think time's running out, bro. He needs to start proving himself a little bit. Other players in that Madrid team have proven themselves to be able to win everything. Haaland's been able to prove he's been able to win everything. It's only him. He's the last one kind of left from this generation to not really surprise anybody, bro. And he needs to start doing it quick, bro. 27 years old. Like, that is crazy. He needs to start winning some shit. By this point, Messi, I think, had already won 4 Champions Leagues. Ronaldo had 2, maybe. Time's running out, Mbappe. A lot of people had you being one of the best players of all time. I don't see it, bro. They said he will for sure become one of the best players of all time. It's been 9 years and no Champions League, bro. You're playing at the team that corrupts and wins the most Champions Leagues of all time, and still no Champions Leagues. It's a bit shady, bro. This it doesn't look too good for this thing, I'll be honest, bro. And then he posts that fake Instagram story. Oh, it's been short, but it was a pleasure to play for you and learn from you. Thank you for giving me the confidence since day one. I will remember you as a manager who had clear ideas and knows many things about football. Best of luck for your next chapter. The main reason Alonso left was because of him. Was because of players like him, because of players like Bellingham. Like, and he puts on this front like he was on his side the whole time, like he's grateful that he was there. Mbappe is happy as fuck that someone else is taking the blame for this instead of him, bro. This is his fault. This is his doing. And I think Khabib Nurmagomedov, the MMA fighter, he explains the situation best, because we are getting into scary territory in football where some teams are being led by players like Real Madrid. And this is obviously good for me. I'm a Barca fan. I don't give a fuck. This makes me happy. But if you're a Madrid fan, this is scary territory they are leaning into. Look at what Khabib had to say about this. If you come into a gym or onto the pitch, it doesn't matter whether you're a fighter or a footballer, the head coach is in charge. But if the atmosphere inside your team doesn't allow everyone to follow your instructions, then you're definitely not on the right path. I believe Alonso is among the top 3 coaches in the modern game. If a team doesn't work with him, you need to change the players, not the coach. I'm convinced no coach can cope with such a squad at Real. You need to get rid of the irregular players. That's him basically saying that Mbappe is an irregular player, because who else could he be talking about? Everybody knows it's probably between Mbappe, Bellingham, and Vinny, the ones that were talking shit and starting nonsense. It's between them, so he's definitely talking about them. And I agree, bro. You can't function as a football club if the players run everything. There needs to be hierarchy. There needs to be structure. They need to understand their place as a football player and understand the manager's place as the football manager. This cannot be the norm for Real Madrid. Or they'll just continue to slide, and they'll keep choosing Mbappe's side. They'll keep choosing the players over the managers, and they'll keep sliding down into irrelevancy, into bankruptcy, into nothing over the next 10 years. That'd be a nice world to live in, man. By the way, did you guys know that Bellingham has his own app? This guy has his own app where he like sends out messages and shit. He saw that Twitter was too hot for him and went over to his little bullshit app to clear some things about Xabi Alonso. Basically saying that the rumors of Bellingham not backing the manager weren't true. But he says it in a very vague, weird way that doesn't sound completely like he's denying it, but just he's kind of holding it off, I guess. It doesn't sound too convincing. He says this: until now I've let far too many of these slide, always hoping the truth will come to light in its own time, but honestly, what a load of shit. Truly feel sorry for the people that hang on to every word of these clowns and their sources. Do not believe everything you read. Every now and then these lot need to be held accountable for spreading this kind of damaging misinformation for clicks and added controversy. What's wrong about it in Bellingham? Bellingham doesn't specify what's wrong about it. Bellingham doesn't seem to say what's wrong with what the journalists are saying. He's not attacking anything specifically. He doesn't say that he had a good relationship with Alonso, that he was bagging him. Kind of a weird response, bro, if I'm being honest. At the end of the day, this is good for Barca fans. The longer Mbappe is at Madrid, the longer he ruins that club, the longer he makes life better for me. So I will stop talking about this. I will let them fall into their demise like they are doing at the moment, and I'll keep enjoying this shit. Cause Mbappe is a club ruiner. He's a club destroyer. He's a team dysfunctioner. He is a locker room disaster. He is a schoolboy bully. He talks shit behind people's back. He is someone you do not want in football and or in life. He is purely selfish. His reason for wanting things is not consistent for the reasons that you would want in a team sport, and he is a problem. He is an issue. But keep him around, Madrid fans. He'll keep scoring 60 goals a season. We'll go and win everything. We'll go and win the Champions League 5 years in a row. Peace.